Okay. Chuckles Toy Store. This is where the signal was coming from. Don't worry, we can do this. Let's take a look. See if there's something we can find. Has to be something. Is that a giant teddy bear? And a giddy up buttercup? I also hear voices. Let's take a look further. Everything is empty. I hear a button. What is this? Is this a button to a doorway? Is this a secret? It's an elevator. Alright. The only way is down. Sandal and Tom, I'll see you in a second. Oh, Sandal and Tom, you scared me. How did you get down here? Let's take a look. What is this? A blast door? Okay. We have to go through. We have to find this signal. Okay. Anything around? There's nobody. No trespassing? Well, we're gonna have to find something. What about this door? Let's try this. No, it's locked. Let's try this instead. Is this a decontamination chamber? This looks like it was previously used. What? Is that a lab? Oh my god. Is that an alien? What is this place? I don't like the look of this. Where is everybody? It is an alien. What's an alien doing down here? In a laboratory? I don't like the look of this. This doesn't sit well with me. We need to find something to get out of here. No, we need to get out of here. Another alien? This makes no sense. People? Corpses? Everyone's dead. Sandal and Tom, I think we've stumbled upon something. Is that? Oh my god, it's an alien spaceship? Fighter jets? This is all getting a bit too weird. Well, let's try this. What is this thing? What's going on? What is this? Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Oh, what? Why? Where am I? Why is everything so hazy? Who are these people? I see somebody. What's that language they're what is this place? This doesn't fit. Oh my. Oh no. It's okay. Hang on a second here, guys. What are you doing, that thing? No, please, we can talk about this. Please. No. Don't. No. Welcome to Project Zeta, a passion project mod brought to you by Xanthier, Mr. Colonel Mustard, HCGX Grill and the Fried Turkey, which is based on the Mothership Zeta DLC from Fallout 3 and also the Invaders from Beyond event from Fallout 76. This mod is quite literally out of this world. The work the team has done to recreate important moments from Mothership Zeta, where you're abducted and tested on, to fighting an alien captain in the command center, and much more. At its core, this mod is a workshop pack, where you can make your own fun, but the team has also included some neat features such as workshop attacks, where Zetans and abominations will invade your workshop in the same style as Invaders from Beyond from Fallout 76. The mod also adds 3 unique weapons from Mothership Zeta, which we will take a look at as we go through the mod. One new, or should I say nostalgic outfit, a brand new companion, and a whole bunch of new constructible objects. Now, before we dive into the mod and show you how to beam up to the stars, firstly, this mod is available on both PC and Xbox, and for you PC users, you can download this mod from Nexus Mods or directly from the mod section within Fallout 4. Once you have the mod installed, it will require you to be at level 20, or if you're already over level 20 and the next time you level up, you'll generate the quest Extraterrestrial Activity. Looking at our Pip-Boy, we take a look at the quest, which requires us to go and investigate Chuckles Toy Store. Chuckles Toy Store can be found in downtown Boston, just beside Backstreet Apparel. Once we arrive at our location and heading on into Chuckles Toy Store, we need to search the store for clues. We mainly find dolls' heads, giddy-up buttercups, and more toy-related items on the top floor. But heading through the door and downstairs to the next room, we come across an empty room with a ton of shelves, a destroyed Mr. Gutsy, and on the wall across from us we can see an elevator button next to a bookshelf, which acts as a secret passageway to an elevator. Once we take the elevator down, we come to an underground facility with a blast door in front of us, and a room to the left. Heading into the room on the left, we mainly find first aid boxes and some junk items and caps within some lockers. Heading through the blast door, we come to another room with a locked door to our right, and a door that we can use beside a broken ceiling light to the left. When we head through the door, we find a changing room with showers and another door in front of us, which will bring us into a hallway with a room at the end with junk items. Turning right, we can follow the hallway into an empty reactor chamber. And then heading through the door, we find ourselves in a secret alien operating test facility, where we see a recently operated upon alien corpse lying on a metal table. We also find more aliens in what appear to be stasis chambers. And then turning right, we see another reactor room. Heading into the reactor room, we find skeletons lying on the ground and radiation emitting from the vents in the ceilings. And then going through the door we find in front of us, we come across another hallway which leads us to 2 elevators, one which is destroyed and another which is not operational. So heading back into the test facility, we can take some time to explore this room as we find a ton of junk items, which is perfect for any settlement building. And looking out into the hangar bay, we can see a destroyed alien spaceship and some fighter jets on landing pads. Makes you think who's actually doing the testing here. Once we're done exploring, we can investigate the strange alien device located on the table next to us, and then upon inspecting it, we receive a message. This strange device seems to be moving. Investigate further? And then selecting yes, it emits a toxic gas, which knocks us out. Once we've awoken from the toxic gas, we find a very familiar sight that the lone wanderer from Fallout 3 experienced. But for the sole survivor, this is an entirely new and alarming experience, as we're greeted by Zetans conducting experiments on us. Once the Zetans have collected their data, we wake up in a room to find 2 Zetans in combat with each other. We see the Zetan running towards us, and we find out that his name is Roger? Roger is the brand new companion introduced with the mod, and he'll accompany us while we're here, but we'll talk a little bit more about Roger and his benefits a little bit later. Having a look around the room that we're in, we can see people cryogenically frozen in alien stasis chambers. But we notice that in the stasis chamber in the middle is an astronaut wearing a very familiar outfit, the spacesuit and helmet from Fallout 3's Mothership Zeta. This is one of the unique outfits to this mod, but looking further to our right, we see another person cryogenically frozen. Going back to the middle pod, we can interact with the cryopod controls to see if we can save the astronaut, but unfortunately, she dies once we set her free. But upon looting her body, we can acquire the new outfit, the spacesuit and helmet, and when equipping it, instantly we get a rush of nostalgia coming back to us, as the suit the team has recreated here is stunning. I mean, it's an exact match in look and textures, and even the insignia on the chest, everything about it just makes me want to go back and load up Mothership Zeta. Leaving the room we awoke from, we can make our way into the main atrium of the spaceship, where we find alien workers who appear to not be hostile. Again, very similar to the Zetan workers from Mothership Zeta that were also friendly, and if you accidentally killed one, you would get a negative impact to your karma. But while we're here, we might as well say hello to show that we mean no harm. Behind us we can see an alien drone pod, and to the right of it we can see an alien archway which regenerates our lost health. Taking some time to look around the room that we're in, we can take a look at the marvellous work that the team has done here. From the look and feel of the ship, it's just excellent. But turning around, we can head into one of the few rooms we'll explore while we're here on this section of the ship, and upon entering the room we can see tons of junk items. Well, junk items to us, but to these aliens, items that are being stored for collection and research. We can see power armor helmets, military helmets, and a Jangles the Moon Monkey to the right, and on the opposite side we can see two broken down jukeboxes. Adjacent to the jukeboxes we find tons of junk items, from tin cans, plungers, Abraxo boxes, cameras, light bulbs, and a pack of duct tape. And on the other side of this section, we find more junk items such as Abraxo, coffee tins and coffee pots, dog bowls and much more. Leaving this room and then heading into the hallway which arches around the entire floor of the ship, we can head left, which brings us into another room where we find another alien worker working away next to an alien container and alien beds. We find some alien junk items on a table behind us, and on the opposite side of the table we find some alien worm food. Ugh, gross. On the table across from us we can find a new aid item found within this mod, the adapted alien biogel, similar to the same aid item we find in Mothership Zeta. The great thing with this biogel is that it will heal 128% of your health points. Now that's a lot of health. Leaving this room, we can make our way back into the atrium of the ship, and looking to our right, we can see a waypoint directing us towards a teleporter. This is the way to the bridge, but we'll explore the bridge very shortly. Heading to our right, we can enter another hallway which leads into another room where we find more alien junk items. We find some more alien biogel, a couple of small and large gemstones, and then on a table behind us we find some alien utensils, more alien biogel, and alien epoxy. Leaving this room and heading back into the atrium again, we can make our way to a different teleporter which brings us to the hangar bay. Arriving at the hangar bay, we're greeted by yet another familiar sight. We see an alien spaceship in front of us floating in the middle of the room, being held in place by the alien conductor pole surrounding it. And looking down into the void beneath it, we see nothing but darkness, a sure instant death for us if we get too keen to explore further. Heading right of the spaceship, we can see some pre-war cars next to a bench with several disassembled giddy-up buttercup pieces. And then on the opposite side, we can see an alien worker holding what appears to be an alien clipboard doing some research on the items that we had just seen. On the opposite side of the hangar, we find more alien workers doing research and taking notes on more junk items, but these items are alien to us. And sitting down on a chair directly in front of us is an alien worker who appears to be having a cup of coffee? Alien coffee, maybe? We'll just leave him to it and let him enjoy his break. But heading on around to the opposite side, we come across an alien spaceship, and beside the spaceship we see another alien worker taking a coffee break. These aliens sure do like their coffee breaks. But after we've done exploring and heading on back to the teleporter, we make our way back into the atrium of the spaceship and head towards the waypoint at the teleporter in front of us, which leads us to the bridge. And once we arrive at the bridge, And once we've defeated the alien captain and the abominations, we complete the quest Extraterrestrial Activity. We can then loot the corpses of the abominations, where we mainly find bottle caps and junk items. But upon looting the body of the alien captain, we come across one of 3 unique weapons to this mod, the Captain's Sidearm, an alien blaster which comes with increased damage and fires 6 projectiles. We also find the alien captain's hollow key, some bottle caps and ammo, but on a table in front of us we find the next unique weapon to this mod, the Electro suppressor, a unique version of the alien shock baton which gives us increased damage and a chance to knock down enemies. After we're done exploring the bridge and taking in the beautiful but vast emptiness of space, we can then use the recently acquired captain's hollow key on the control panel in front of the captain's chair, which will teleport us to Mars. Arriving at Mars, we can take a bit of time to take in our surroundings of the famous red planet. Nothing but rocks, dust and sand encased in a giant glass dome that the Zetans have built here. But as we look around, we can see off to our left from where we first arrived at, we can see a crashed alien spaceship which appears to have an alien worker standing beside taking notes and documenting the wreckage. Again, these alien workers are not hostile, and from here on out, any of the aliens we encounter within the mod will also be friendly towards us. But as we look above us, we can see the alien mothership we were just on, hovering above the giant glass dome. Heading back to where we arrived at, we can then activate the control panel in front of us, which will then turn this entire location into a workshop. This area serves as the main location you can build a settlement upon, and where you can assign the alien workers to various workstations, build items which the team has provided in a separate build menu under the Project Zeta tab, such as alien beds, variants of the alien chairs and captain's chairs, Zetan shelves, alien tables, and also Zetan consoles, where you can build your own Zetan console command center if you want to. We also find an alien biotank, which honestly looks really cool, as once you place one down and appearing on in, you can then see the body of an alien abomination suspended in animation inside of the tank. While I was here, I wanted to showcase how large the build area of this location is, and as you can see, this place is absolutely gigantic. Even before we reach the perimeter of this location, we can see looking at the opposite side that the play area starts to render in objects in the distance, and we can see our workshop objects off in the distance. I think Roger believed I was trying to have a sprinting race with him, but unfortunately for him, we made it back first. But Sentinel Tom just wasn't as fast. I mean, trying to run around with all of that power armor on? Yeah, I'd be coming in last too if I had to haul that around all the time. Heading back to the mothership and heading back into the Atrium, and once we've unlocked the workshop on Mars, we can then turn this location into another workshop. All of the items within the room you can completely customize to fit your needs. Move or delete items if you choose to, or if you want to, you can build and add more of the items provided within the Project Zeta build menu. And all of the aliens we encountered while we were exploring this location earlier on will automatically become allies, in which you can assign them to various workstations, similar to any of the other settlements back in the Commonwealth. But once we're done exploring the mothership, building our settlements and acquiring all of our new weapons and outfits, we can then use the teleporter behind us to travel back to the Commonwealth. When we arrive back at the Commonwealth, we'll arrive at a brand new location added with this mod, which will act as a fast travel mechanic back to the observation deck of the mothership. Looking at our Pip-Boy, we can see that this location is directly beside Sanctuary and below Vault 111, so a very easy to find waypoint if you ever wish to go back and explore the mod a little bit further, which I highly recommend that you do. However, now is the time we come to acquiring our final unique weapon added within this mod, which can be acquired by interacting and trading with Roger, our brand new companion. When looking at his inventory, we can see the Atomic Pulverizer, which is a unique variant of the Alien Atomizer from Mothership Zeta, which comes with the legendary effect of increased damage. We also find some alien blaster ammo, which we can also acquire from Roger, and as I mentioned earlier that I would talk a little bit more about Roger and his benefits, well, I decided now that he acts as another companion, I decided to upgrade his arsenal a little bit further and gave him a Fat Man, and well, I think you can figure out what happened next. Roger is such a great companion to have with us, and as you can see, he really packs a punch. But honestly, you can give him any weapon you want to. I just decided it would be funny to see a tiny alien running around the Commonwealth with a fat man firing mini nukes at everybody. But the other great thing is that Roger can act as a third companion, and as you can see, I have my Sentinel Power Armor companion with me, and also Eddie the iBot companion, which I will note is another awesome companion mod created by the Capital Wasteland Team, made by the Fried Turkey and Steven Nightfall. A great mod for any of you Fallout New Vegas fans. But taking a look at the 3 new weapons we acquired with this mod, and starting with the Captain's Sidearm. Firstly, I want to say it looks absolutely stunning. The sounds and textures of the weapon are awesome, and it looks identical to the Captain's Sidearm weapon we find from Fallout 3. But unfortunately, this character I'm using isn't a pistol build, so unfortunately I wasn't packing that big of a punch with this weapon, or the Atomic Pulverizer, but for you pistol builds, it's definitely a ton of fun to use. Moving on to the Atomic Pulverizer. Again, similar to the Captain's Sidearm, it looks incredible. The look, the design, the colors and sounds, everything about it is a perfect recreation of the same variant that we also find from Fallout 3. As I mentioned before, I wasn't really doing that much damage with this weapon, as I'm not a pistol build, so don't let that throw you off. But for you pistol builds, again, a definite must-have. Finally, the Electro Suppressor. Now for me, because my character is a cross between a commando and melee hybrid, I managed to deal a lot more damage and critical blows to enemies, and also with the legendary effect of being able to knock enemies to the ground, well, that's just an awesome added bonus, as being able to disarm and knock your enemies down to land some critical damage is such a great benefit for any melee build. Like I said, my character is a cross between a commando and melee hybrid, so if you're completely spec'd into melee, you can be dealing some insane damage on any enemy that stands in your way. So for your melee builds, this is a great addition to your arsenal. And there you have it, the Project Zeta mod that you can download from Nexus Mods or directly from the mod section of Fallout 4 today. As I mentioned earlier, the mod will also trigger workshop attacks from alien enemies and abominations, but unfortunately I wasn't able to trigger it on my playthrough. I tried waiting for a couple of days in-game, but we all know how long settlement attacks can take to trigger, but rest assured it does happen, as I've seen some great footage of it happening, so definitely make sure to check it out for yourself, or even download the mod and let me know in the comment section below your own experience of it yourself. I think it goes without saying that the work that the team has done in this mod is absolutely incredible. From the initial abduction up to the mothership being tested on by aliens, the look and feel of the mothership, the work done on all of the assets within the ship, and the work done on all the characters, from the Zetans themselves to the abominations, and to the iconic moments from Mothership Zeta recreated here in this mod. Everything about it will give any fan of Fallout 3 that rush of nostalgia they're looking for. So thank you to all of the hardworking mod authors that worked on this mod. The mod itself has been out for quite a while, but I'm delighted to finally get around to showcasing it for you all. And if you enjoyed today's video, consider clicking the subscribe button for more Fallout content like this, and so you never miss out on any videos that I publish. I want to also say a massive thank you to all of our subscribers and channel members over here on YouTube and over on Twitch, as it means the world to me that you enjoy my content and the work that I produce. If you also find yourself shopping on the Bethesda store, you can also use my creator code BTPineapple110 to receive 20% off of your purchases at checkout. If you'd also like to support the channel in a more personal way, consider checking out my merch store, which I'll leave a link to in the description of this video. And lastly, to you, the viewer, the person who stumbled upon this video, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, stay safe out there in the wasteland, welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.